W.
Emotions continue to run high in Charlottesville, Virginia tonight, just a day after clashes between white supremacists and counter-protesters turned deadly. A driver using his car as a weapon, driving into a crowd in the downtown area, killing one person and injuring more than 30 people. All of this over the plan to take down a statue of Confederate General Robert E. Lee. NBC's Jay Gray is in Charlottesville with the latest on this situation.
There is an uneasy tension here, boiling over this afternoon as counter-protesters shouted down, then eventually forced out a Unite the Right organizer trying to talk to the media. It is the latest in what has been 24 hours of chaos and carnage in Charlottesville, after police say 20-year-old James Alex Fields Jr. used his car as a weapon, plowing into a crowd of people protesting a gathering of alt-right, white nationalists and neo-Nazis who had gathered to oppose the removal of a Robert E. Lee statue. 32-year-old Heather Heyer died in the attack. 19 were injured. Brennan Gilmore shot this video as the horror unfolded in front of him.
He targeted this crowd very clearly. There's no question of anyone who witnessed it that his intent was to cause a mass casualty incident.
Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe agrees.
To the white supremacists and the neo-Nazis who came to our beautiful state yesterday, there is no place for you here in Charlottesville. There is no place for you in Virginia. And there is no place for you in the United States of America.
McAuliffe began his Sunday like so many here, searching for help and healing.
Let us use hope. Let us use today to reach out to our fellow citizens. Put your hand out to help them. Let us show these people that we are bigger than them. We are stronger than them.
A difficult task in a city still on edge tonight.
Suspect in the attack is being held without bail. He'll be arraigned on charges including second-degree murder tomorrow. Coming up after weather, a way to help people addicted to opioids using technology, and Fargo-Moorhead Pride ends their days-long celebration with a parade and rally in downtown Fargo.
And let's take a look at the Valley News Live Storm Team Skycam Network shot in Fargo. Plenty of cloud cover. The Fargo area seeing some showers as we made our way through the overnight and through the day, with the clouds actually moving east to west with a little peek of some sun as it's set. And then we kept mainly cloudy skies. That's where we are right now. High temperature of 70 degrees in the Fargo area, so really cool. We should be into the lower 80s this time of year. Near 70 out toward Jamestown, a little warmer out toward Devil's Lake where they saw more sunshine. Same thing's true across the Northern Valley with lower to mid 60s for high temperatures into Lakes Country. Current temperature, we are down to 64 at Crookston and Fargo, 62 at Thief River Falls, lower 60s, Lakes Country. Temperatures near that 60-degree mark right now at Jamestown and Valley City. Now the satellite loop showing that we are still mainly dry across most of the Northern Valley. This is the 6-hour loop showing that we had some showers, some with moderate to at some places heavy rain, just dissipating over the last few hours or so. We're going to see that trend continue as we go through time. As of right now, we are still seeing some showers just off to the west of the Wabaton-Breckenridge area, and some more moving from Detroit Lakes toward Wadena. Just some sprinkles now as you make your way into Lake of the Woods, northern Beltrami County, and just north of the international border. And most of this is dissipating, and that is going to be the trend as we go through the next couple of hours. This low pressure system, it moved to our south, now moving away. High pressure is working its way, and we're going to clear as we go through the day on Monday. Taking a look at what we saw in terms of rainfall, this is the third weekend in a row that we had a good amount of rain where they needed it the most. On this map, yellows is 1 inch or more. When you get into the reds and oranges, it's about 3 inches, 1 to 3 inches. And there was a nice line from Dickinson to Bismarck, just south of I-94 to the South Dakota border, and into the Southern Valley. They saw a good amount of rain, especially from Fargo down toward the Sisseton area and out toward the Fergus Falls area, with the Northern Valley staying dry. So we'll see what we can do in terms of where we are with the drought when the next report comes out early next week. So as we go through tonight, there's the rain moving away from us. We're going to keep mostly cloudy skies through the morning. Temperatures mainly into the low to mid 50s. 50s, and then clearing skies, turning partly cloudy as we go through the day on Monday. In the Fargo area, mostly cloudy skies turn partly cloudy. Temperatures into the upper 70s for highs. We're going to be into the mid-70s, Valley City, Jamestown, upper 70s out toward the Langdon area, and into the lower 70s out toward Fergus Falls and Detroit Lakes. Then for the day on Tuesday, we're going to watch a storm complex approach from western and central North Dakota with some heavy rain and some thunderstorms possible, especially from the Carrington area through the Southern Valley and into Lakes Country as we go through Tuesday evening. Already a marginal risk of severe weather for the afternoon and evening hours on Tuesday. We'll definitely keep you updated as we get a little closer. Here is the photo of the day. It's called Rush Lake Sunset. Thank you, Diane, for this one. We'll use it in the background of the 7-day forecast. And recapping the next couple of days, decreasing clouds for Monday, temperatures in the upper 70s through Tuesday with a marginal severe risk as we go through the evening, and another round of some showers and thunderstorms on Wednesday. Temperatures stay near 80 on Thursday, partly cloudy with a slight chance of some showers and storms on Friday. Lower 80s Saturday, mostly sunny, another chance of some showers and thunderstorms on Sunday as we warm it up to 86 degrees.
And make sure you are watching right here and over on our Facebook page on Tuesday, because you, along with Lisa, Robert, and Hutch, will be following those storms.
Yeah, we'll all be here, and Tuesday and Wednesday we have 2 chances next week.
Thanks so much, Justin.
Yep.
The Thief River Falls Police Department is looking for a level 2 sex offender, and they want you to know what he looks like. According to the department, Jason James Lindgren is wanted by the Department of Corrections after he removed his ankle monitor and ran away from a supervising officer. Lindgren was under intense supervised release, and anyone who sees him is urged to call 911 or the department PD at 218-681-6161. A motorcyclist was taken to the hospital with serious injuries Sunday after he ran into a car. Both the motorcycle and car were traveling down 17th Street in Grand Forks when the car began to turn. The motorcycle driver wasn't able to react in time and hit the turning car. And while he was wearing a helmet, the driver sustained serious injuries and was taken to the hospital by ambulance. We don't know how bad the man's injuries are at this time, and the Grand Forks PD is still investigating the crash, and they're asking anyone with any information to contact them. Authorities say vandalism to a Catholic church and school in Fargo could reach $100,000 in damage. 37 large windows were smashed in a recent vandalism spree at Nativity Catholic Church and Elementary School. The buildings have surveillance cameras, but officials say they did not show the vandals. The case is still being investigated. Friends, family, and community members came together today to remember the life of Ruth Berg, the second victim of the natural gas explosion that destroyed Minnehaha Academy earlier this month. The 47-year-old receptionist was engaged to be married this fall and leaves behind an adult daughter. The school says Berg, who worked at Minnehaha for 17 years, was always willing to go the extra mile. The memorial service took place today, and though it seemed like a gloomy day, Ruth's fiance says she loved the rain, so the day's weather was a fitting tribute to the woman he was supposed to marry next month.
Ruth absolutely loved the rain. Our first day we went out, we ran around the cemetery in the rain. So, yeah, she loves the rain, so this is par for the course, actually.
Investigators say it could take up to a year to figure out how the explosion happened. Minnesota officials are partnering with a search service to make information about addiction treatment openings available in real time to help fight the opioid epidemic. The St. Cloud Times reports that the Minnesota Department of Human Services is working with Fast Tracker to make it easier for public and medical professionals to find open spots for treatment. Fast Tracker is a website that provides information regarding mental health resources in the state. Putting together the database will take at least 2 years. Lieutenant Governor Tina Smith says more than 500 Minnesotans died from an opioid overdose in 2015. Law enforcement and emergency service agencies serving East Grand Forks plan to show off some of their new equipment and let the community get to know them at the second annual East Grand Forks Showcase. The meet and greet will be at the City Hall on Tuesday, and along with getting to chat with those who keep us safe, you'll get some ice cream as well. Some smooth sounds are making their way through the halls of El Zagel Shrine for the annual Jazz Festival. Rain moved the music indoors, but that didn't put a damper on the number of people showing up to the event. Performers at the event are almost exclusively from the Fargo-Moorhead area, where there doesn't seem to be any shortage of talent.
We have venues here in town where some jazz performers are playing, but we just have so much great talent around the area, and it's really fun to have a showcase like this where we can just showcase all those groups all day, all afternoon.
The event has been going on for 13 years here in the Fargo-Moorhead area. Fargo-Moorhead Pride 2017 is wrapping up tonight, and today was topped off with a parade in downtown Fargo and a rally. Our reporter Molly Casey was there. And Molly, if people didn't go to the parade, can you fill us in on what happened?
Yeah, Cornelius, the LGBTQ community members and allies alike came together to show that our community won't tolerate hate or discrimination, a topic at the forefront of everyone's minds today. Colorful floats made their way down Broadway in Fargo with messages supporting the LGBTQ community. Though great strides have been made, many people agree more work needs to be done so everyone is treated equally under the law.
I believe we do need some policies on the books to address these circumstances when they happen.
In North Dakota, LGBTQ people are not considered a protected class, and Republican leaders in the state point to the federal protections already in place for why they won't pass what's become known as non-discrimination ordinances. Local advocates like John Strand disagree.
You can't turn everything into a federal crime, and you can't bring the feds in for every investigation.
While a hate crime law can be created, people can and will break it. And Chief Joe Anderson of the Fargo Police Department says they do have a way to charge people.
It's a criminal offense against a person or property where there is bias.
Chief Anderson says the Fargo Police Department takes all targeted crimes very seriously. And those at today's Pride rally are thankful the Fargo-Moorhead community welcomes those of all backgrounds. Pride organizers say the fact that a dozen businesses and community members support each Pride each year shows the area is more accepting than what some people who don't live here think.
I think, sorry to cut you off, I think that is the biggest misconception about this area, that it's not accepting and people don't accept others who are different. But that Pride parade and all the businesses, like you said, supporting it shows that they do.
I mean, honestly, I was out there for probably about 2 hours, and the number of people that were just lining the streets and were having so much fun and just showing the support for the community here was really great.
And at the end of the day, we all just want to be happy and live our lives.
Exactly.
Thanks so much for that story, Molly. Still ahead tonight, Vice President Pence will be